It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Here we are with Kenny the Jet Smith and the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal, Ernie Johnson. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be the Memphis Grizzlies up against the Dallas Mavericks at American Airlines Center. And guys, for the Mavericks, it hasn't been the most lively start to the season for them. Just 1-3 through their first 4 games. But they can start.
Oh, say does that.
And the performance, and as things get ready to roll. Thank you, David. Coach Fizz is certainly an exciting young coach on the rise. Already, Doris, several elite rookies are struggling. We often see top high school players making the seamless jump to college. Why is that next jump from college to pro so much more difficult?
Well, I think every level of basketball that you go up, whether it's high school to college and then college to pro, there's a different level of physicality. The players take an extraordinary jump both in their approach to the game, their level of professionalism, what their physical and mental maturation state is. So the NBA has the best players, not only from the United States, but from across the world. And so obviously there's a level of preparation that's required on a day-to-day basis, and the season is so much drastically longer from the college, which plays about 32 to 40 games, to an 82-game regular season, and then if you're fortunate enough to be in the playoffs. So there's a level of endurance required in addition to both the physical and mental maturation standpoint.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. So on the floor for Memphis, Parsons on the outside at 3 with Green at power forward. Ulis is out there with Crawford, and it's Marjanovic in at the 5. Now Barea after the missed 3 from Jamal Crawford. Kicks it to Barnes. There's a good screen. He feeds it to Noel. 5 to shoot. From deep, Barea, it's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
That consistency from distance, that's something J.J. Barea has worked on, and you can see the results here.
Marjanovic, a screen on Kerr. Green, the screen. Crawford drives in. That one falls, his second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
And that's not the type of defense you want to play, right? You've got to make it more difficult than that. Layups are too easy.
Now here's Nowitzki. 3-pointer. Another 3 for Dallas.
The 3-ball is one of Nowitzki's favorite tools in the arsenal, and it's borderline unblockable given his size.
Crawford kicks to Parsons. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Well, a max contract last season for Chandler Parsons, despite, Greg, his history of knee injuries. That was a bold move by the Grizzlies.
Yeah, and they needed a great two-way wing player for years. Hopefully, Parsons can get healthy and fulfill that role for this team.
First free throw is good.
And you think about it, for so long, the Grizzlies were kind of the throwback team. I mean, they had the 2 bangers in the front court, and they really rejected that whole pace and space movement. But finally, they've come around, retooling their lineups to get more shooting on the floor.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. And, Greg, you look at the changes for the Grizzlies, looking for versatility and adaptability in their players.
Yeah, grit and grind, still the identity, but you got to be able to space the floor and cover pick and roll. The era of a post-up-centric basketball team doesn't seem to be in the future.
Here's Nowitzki. Again, the Mavericks score.
Boy, they came ready to play. That's 4 straight buckets to start the game.
The Grizzlies trail by 4. Ulis with it. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Houston. First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. A rebound by Marjanovic.
That was their first miss of the game. 4 for 5 right now. What a good start.
Here's Parsons. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
That's just sneaky inside. Parsons has that capability.
Dallas has gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Now here's Barea. Defense right on him. He dishes it to Noel. Nothing that time. He's 0 for 2.
Boy, that's high-impact defense in the lane. Standing tall to deny the easy bucket.
Now here's Ulis. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. 6 to shoot. They set the pick. There's Crawford with the 3. Crawford missing again.
Yeah, you love the solid screen, but what you hate is just the inability to finish.
Well, you know, that's okay, I think. Even though they miss, they still have to be happy with the shot selection.
And the shot goes in. Barea's got 5 points so far.
Wow, look at the way the big man, Noel, set up his guys, puts the pass in the perfect position, easy shot.
Ulis passes to Marjanovic. Ulis, good. Ulis has got his first points of the game.
Really nice job inside that time. The defense unable to react quick enough to stop him. Boy, he is fast.
And here's Barea. 5 points in the game. Noel sets a screen for Barea. Passes it to Noel. Ulis with a steal. Floats one up. Here's Green. He nails it, and we're tied up.
That's a nice play. You have to read and react in an instant to have success on the offensive glass.
Now, here's Barea. Not a lot of room. There's a screen by Noel. Barea kicks to Curry. Nowitzki with the screen on Green. Clock at 4. Curry attacking. It's good. And he makes his first shot of the game.
And even with the height disadvantage, he finds a way to convert.
Boy, you got to appreciate how confident he was in that instance. He doesn't allow the taller defender to stop him. He's saying, I'll take you on right now.
Crawford. That one misses.
Well, he continues to have trouble with his shot, well below 50% from the field in this period.
Curry with it, and Crawford picks him up defensively. Curry dishes to Barea. There's a screen by Noel. Here is Barea. He's coming off a 19-point game against Golden State.
And guys, remember, remarkable passing the ball as well. He racked up a number of good assists.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
And Nerlens Noel out of Kentucky, slender and mobile and long. And Greg, he can cover ground in a hurry.
Boy, and you can see it in his rate of steals to go along with the blocks. That quickness is a huge asset in today's game. It's all about versatility, both offensively and defensively.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Well, you think about the Dallas Mavericks, who ended up being a middling defensive team despite really a lack of true athleticism. And you got to give the coach credit, right? A conservative scheme. They protect the paint and force opponents to shoot from the outside.
Dallas leading by 5. Over in the corner, Barnes. Back to Barea. Nowitzki sets a screen for Barea. The 3 from Barnes. They get a bet. Tries again. And Noel lays it up and in. Noel's got 5.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Ulis kicks to Marjanovic. Shot to stop the run. And it's Noel with the rebound. Noel's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And the Mavericks don't foul a lot, don't give up points in transition.
Well, and that's a key for them. Only their center is really committed to hitting the offensive glass. Everyone else is getting back in transition. So, to me, it's their defensive rebounding or lack thereof that can hurt them. They've got to be better on the backboards.
The Grizzlies trail by 9. some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Crawford kicks to Marjanovic. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Oh, nice, strong drive there. If that's who's going to be guarding him, then he's got some weight to throw around.
Curry with it, and Crawford picks him up defensively. Curry passes to Noel. No good on the shot. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Out of bounds, Dallas takes possession.
And a chance to check out stats for Barea. How he did last season. Last season, he averaged 11 points a game, 5 assists, and 2 rebounds. And with his great passing, he's been a catalyst for their offense, often seeing plays even before they materialize.
Well, there's no doubt about that. Great anticipation, excellent peripheral vision. His talents are really shining through.
Now Weber, Harrison Barnes missing on the 3. Screen by Asik. Nobody near Parsons. Good, and Weber gets the assist. And now it's just a 4-point Maverick lead. And Favors has it in the corner. And yes, it's good.
Now this is where Favors is at his absolute best. Close to the rim, he can make any move he chooses.
Memphis is gone, just 1 of 4 from 3-point range here in the first. Green, the screen. Asik with a screen on Barnes. Asik the screen for Parsons. Over Barnes. Parsons' shot is off.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
The Grizzlies trail by 8. Now Weber, the pass to Parsons. He kicks to Asik. Back to Parsons. Green with a screen for Parsons. Green, the screen. Off the screen. Tipped away. Barea kicks to Jackson, pushing their lead to double digits. And it's a 10-point Maverick lead.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. And this is the first time they've matched up with the Mavericks this year.
And although they were the better team last year by overall record, this was a competitive matchup for them.
Now, well over a decade in the NBA for the terrific J.J. Barea. Undrafted, as you know, Doris, out of Northeastern.
Yes, but he can say he's an NBA champion. Of course, the majority of his seasons with the Dallas Mavericks, as was that title one back in 2011. Listen, there might be a foot of difference in height between he and partner Dirk Nowitzki, but their games have really meshed well.
For some changes, Mike Powell comes in for Noel, and it's DeAndre Liggins in for Barnes. Lance Thomas, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Solomon Hill comes in for Parsons. Now here's Millsap over Jackson, and that one comes up a bit short. Weber against Barea. There's the feed to Favors. Powell dishes to Jackson. Powell with the screen. Buries it down low. Jackson's got 6 points.
I don't know if you can do it any better on both ends than they have tonight.
I don't think you can ask for anything more, Greg. What a wonderful job establishing a lead early in this one.
Now here is Hill. Thomas kicks to Weber. Memphis moving it around. Millsap against Jackson. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break.
And when you build a big lead like this, especially early, you have to guard against the letdown.
No, exactly right. You can't afford to get complacent, right? They have to stay hungry and humble if they want to keep this lead.
Shot to stop the drought. Favors with the rebound.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
No, exactly, Greg. Especially when the ball is that deep inside. You've got to respect how he altered that shot.
Now here's Jackson. He has 6 to the wing right side. Tries it from 19. Favors can't get it to go.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Outside Hill. Right wing. Outside Millsap. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
That's his first personal foul.
The Grizzlies have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
And he knocks down the first one. And the Grizzlies enjoying the longest stretch of sustained success in franchise history. Greg, 7 consecutive seasons making the postseason.
And this group has gotten as far as the Western Conference Finals. And a lot to be said for that consistency. But, of course, everyone's in this for the rings. Interesting to see where they go from here to turn the corner into a true contender.
That misses, so he splits the free throws. And the Mavericks, one of the more forward-thinking franchises in the NBA. They were among the first, Doris, to embrace analytics.
Well, listen, this is an organization that ownership has a background in technology, so it makes sense for them to grasp onto those analytics. But for me, it's about combining that with the fierce competitiveness and a team hungry to find every edge.
Now the dish to Thomas. For Memphis, they have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
For Memphis, Lance Thomas. At the line for 2.
Shooting 2, gentlemen.
Free throw good, Thomas.
Well, how about this guy? Undrafted after winning a national championship in college at Duke, Lance Thomas, one of those classic glue guys.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. 5 seconds left to play in the first. And here's Barea outside. And so it's Dallas. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. And we'll be back with you shortly. And Dirk Nowitzki steadily climbing the all-time scoring rankings. He talked about the remarkable journey of his long and illustrious career.
When I first got here, my first year was so tough that I didn't really know that I can make it in this league. To be named with all these names is an unbelievable honor, and it's been a crazy ride.
Dirk has proven himself through the test of time. As tough as it may have been back in his rookie year, he overcame those obstacles to become this elite NBA player destined for the Hall of Fame.
And people do talk about players being a Dirk Nowitzki type. You're right about that. And that's a type any team would like to have. One of the greatest power forwards in the NBA's history.
And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And quite a position here for the Mavericks to be in. What do you think, guys?
Hustling on that offensive glass. That's led to a number of second-chance points.
I don't think the defense has been very good, and right now they're letting them pounce all over them and get second chance opportunities.
You've got DeAndre Liggins. Favors is out there with Dwight Powell. Then there's J.J. Barea, and it's Jackson in at the 2. So that's who Dallas starts the second with.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Screen by Asik. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. He used that pick just right.
And you can see there the defender gets caught up on the pick.
Well, you simply got to push through that, right? You need to at least contest the shot. Otherwise, he's going to knock it down.
Now here's Jackson. He's got 9. And Favors kicks to Powell. Dallas moving it around. It's rebounded by Memphis. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, David Fizdale was one of the most respected assistant coaches in the league before he took over in Memphis last season. He spent 8 seasons in Miami, where LeBron James played for him. LeBron said he has every quality that would fit a head coach. He's confident in his ability, a great learner, a great communicator. So it was great to see him get the nod, and he's proven so far why he's capable of the job. Kevin?
And an endorsement from LeBron is never a bad thing, D.A. Thanks so much. And the Mavericks making a change here. Curry's checked in. Mavericks leading by 13. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Curry on the wing. Off the pick. Connects. The jumper drops. Curry's got his second basket of the night.
I mean, if you're looking to get back into this game, you have to get tougher defensively.
Weber kicks to Asik. Weber a screen. Asik with it. Favors picks him up. Moore. And he connects on the jumper. The screen did the trick. Moore's got 5 points now this quarter.
And those are 2 teammates right there working in rhythm. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
Now here's Jackson. He's got 9. Favors with the screen. Shot clock at 6. It's Curry with the drive. Unable to get that one. And it's Memphis the other way. Doris, you've spent so much time observing the elite coaches in the game. Which ones are able to get the most out of their players on a nightly basis?
You know what strikes me is the job that Rick Carlisle does year in and year out with the Dallas Mavericks. There have been times where you think that they're not a playoff team, but somehow he takes a Seth Curry, not Steph Curry, a Seth Curry, and sees his strengths and is able to get Seth to utilize the strengths that he has in that particular year to get the best out of them and maybe make a better season. The other thing, you think 2011 NBA championship versus the Miami Heat. From a talent standpoint, you might say perhaps Miami had the edge or they were equal, but certainly the coaching of Rick Carlisle made a difference.
I totally agree.
You know, after not scoring a single point in the first quarter, they're still feeding him, and he's showing his appreciation.
To the inside, Favors. Omer Asik with the rebound. Asik's got his 4th rebound in this one. Weber against Curry. Weber the pass to Thomas. To the left side wing. Jackson against Moore. Off the pick. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Moore's got it back down to single digits for Memphis. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Powell dishes to Favors. Powell with the screen. Jackson kicks to Curry. Jackson setting the pick here for Curry. And he comes off the screen to bury the jump shot. Curry's got 6.
Effective screen set there for the jump shot. That was the key to the play.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies.
Well, the Mavericks last season, remember, went 33-49. It was their first losing season in 17 years. That's a remarkable record of winning.
And in the midst of their 16 seasons of 500 basketball or better, The Mavericks with 11 straight seasons of 50 wins or better.
And they have 12 of those 50-win seasons overall, Kev. Everyone knows they've got an NBA title underneath their belt. If you're a Dallas Mavericks fan, you have every reason to be proud.
Different look for Dallas. Noel's checked in for Favors. Nowitzki comes in for Dwight Powell. And it's Barnes in for DeAndre Liggins. Now, here's Ulis. Green with a screen on Nowitzki. Ulis kicks to Green. Pass to Selden. Lets the three fly. Buries the long-range jumper. Selden's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Mavericks leading by 8. There's a screen by Noel. Curry kicks to Barnes. Zagorac grabs the board.
Now kicking himself on that one. That is the shot he wanted.
Well, that's usually money in the bank for that guy. Not sure how he missed that one.
Now, here's Ulis to the paint. Marjanovic. And that comes off the assist by Ulis. Marjanovic has got his second basket of the night.
Oh, great ball movement there.
The Mavericks have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. Curry kicks to Barnes. There's a screen by Noel. There's the pick. The drive by Barnes. From the stripe, finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5.
That's just terrific job by Barnes. In full attack mode, dominating that area of the paint. Go to work, Harrison.
There's a screen by Marjanovic. Ulis kicks to Green. Back to Ulis. Pass to Zagorac. Trying to find Marjanovic. Gets it over to him. Memphis moving it around. They get it back. Now, here's Ulis, guarded by Kerr. Ulis passes to Selden. Green kicks to Marjanovic. Over Nowitzki. Marjanovic, no good. Dallas leading by 8. And here we go. Jackson dishes to Kerr. Nowitzki sets a screen for Kerr. Ulis with a steal. And now the Grizzlies, fast break. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. Harrison Barnes picks one up.
Oh, power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. The Grizzlies have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6. Of course, what an honor. Inducted into your college's Hall of Fame, something not many of us can say. What does that kind of honor do for the confidence for you personally going forward?
You know what? Providence College is a place that means a great deal to me. So what that Hall of Fame induction did was just remind me of all the special memories that I shared with my teammates. I'm close with many of them today. And Kevin, you know this. You know, if you've ever been inside a locker room, it's those moments when you're laughing until your stomach hurts. I'd say we were the Hall of Fame fun team. That's what I'd say.
I think we're on the fun team here on 2K. Now here's Jackson. 12 points for him. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And now it's a 10-point Maverick lead.
Don't you love how Noel just sticks with it, never gives up on the possession, working really hard for his guys.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
It's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated. And really, whether you're up or down, it's a game of adjustments.
Well, I like to see them mix it up a little bit. You've got to keep the opposition off balance.
Parsons checked in for Memphis. And if you're wondering where the points are coming from here tonight, here's a breakdown in the scoring between the front court and back court tonight for Dallas.
And we can see pretty even there between the guards and the bigs. That kind of balanced production has what's helped them craft this huge lead.
Now, here's Ulis. Tight defense on him. Lobbed up there for Green. Mavericks with the rebound. Noel's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Barnes. Kept alive. Basket is good, and they'll get a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Well, Kev, he might have a wiry frame, but Nerlens Noel has deceptive strength. Makes the D look helpless there.
This is his 2nd attempt at the line tonight.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And you know, guys, listen, Noel brings value. The reason he's a menace on the defensive end and an absolute warrior on the glass.
Marjanovic just screen on Curry. Ulis with it. Back to Parsons. 6 on the shot clock. Stolen by Jackson. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. An easy 2 points on the layup. Jackson's got 8 points here in this quarter.
I love this approach. Despite the lead, still attacking, adding fuel to the fire.
They are absolutely relentless right now, Greg. There's no end in sight. They are going for it.
The Grizzlies trail by 15. Ulis kicks to Selden. Ulis with it, and Curry picks him up defensively. Green with a screen on Nowitzki. Here's Parsons, and Parsons slams it in.
How about the explosiveness by Chandler Parsons? That's a big-time move.
Now here's Curry. He's covered closely. Barnes outside. And it's off from three-point range.
As long as they can hang on to this lead, he won't have to answer for what's been an off night for him.
Trying his luck deep. It's rebounded by Dallas. Noel's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Outside Curry. Nowitzki a screen. Goes up on the wing. Curry can't get it to go.
Well, it's not the defense that caused that miss. That one's all on him.
Now, here's Ulis, guarded by Curry. Marjanovic a screen on Curry. Here's Ulis. Curry with the defensive effort. Dallas with the ball. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Nowitzki with it. Now guarded by Parsons. Offensive rebound, and it's in there.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
The Grizzlies trail by 15. There's a minute 40 left in the first half of the game. Ulis kicks to Parsons. And that comes off the assist by Ulis. 12 points for Chandler Parsons.
Well, we all know that Mavs head coach Rick Carlisle is considered one of the best in the NBA in terms of his ability to X and O. He is outstanding at maximizing his players' strengths and putting them in positions to succeed.
And Carlisle last season selected by general managers as the coach who makes the best in-game adjustments in the league.
Well, think about this. He came in second to Greg Popovich in voting for best coach in the league overall. Everyone understands that in terms of X and O ability, Rick Carlisle is at the very top of the list. You will not find very often a more complete package in that position than Rick Carlisle.
Now, here's Ulis. There's a screen by Marjanovic. And Parsons kicks to Marjanovic. They set the pick. Millsap in the corner. Memphis moving it around. There's a screen by Marjanovic. Here's Ulis. And he sinks the shot coming off the strong pick. Ulis has got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
Barea, the pass to Barnes. Over Millsap. Up again. Great positioning on the putback. And the Mavericks lead by 15.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
There's a screen by Marjanovic. Crawford outside, and he's good on the three ball. Crawford's got 7 points in the game.
And they are absolutely stroking it from beyond the arc.
Barea kicks to Nowitzki. There's the pick. To the paint. Here's Noel. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Dirk Nowitzki. Nowitzki's got 3 assists now in this one. The Grizzlies trail by 14. Now, here's Ulis. There's a screen by Marjanovic. Crawford outside, and again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Boy, ran his man right into the pick and got the open look. Basketball 101.
And so that brings the first half to a close.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
The first half in the books. This is Ernie Johnson. From the get-go, it was Dallas who came out strong, jumping on every opportunity to push the tempo. At one point, they had built a 14-point advantage. They were hot as the first quarter came to a close, making all 5. That'll do it for now.
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. Nerlin. And here's Barea. Tipping off the second half, here's David Fizdale's 5. Parsons on the outside at 3 with Green at power forward. Crawford out there with Ulis, and it's Marjanovic in at the center filling out the middle.
He's brutal off the pick and roll. JJ varies his speeds as well as anyone in the NBA.
Here's Crawford. There's a screen by Marjanovic. Shot is good, and the Mavericks lead is cut to just 11 on the basket from Crawford.
How good is that? I mean, he can make a defender look foolish at times.
Barea kicks to Noel. Curry, wide open, sinks the three-pointer. Curry's got 9 points.
I'll tell you, somebody fell asleep because the defense was not paying any attention to him. That's a huge blunder.
Feeds it to Crawford. Pass to Marjanovic. Kicks it out to Parsons. Crawford outside. And it's Memphis with another.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Now here's Barea, guarded closely. Barnes kicks to Nowitzki. It's stolen by Marjanovic. It's stolen by Barea. And here we go. Fast break. Berea's got it. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Here's the break. Here's Parsons. Green controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Great beginning to this second half. Now 3 for 4 from the field.
Dallas leading by 10. Berea dishes to Noel. Kicks it to Barnes. There's a screen by Noel. And Berea has it in the corner. Another miss by Berea. Memphis has gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. They're 6 of 13. Parsons passes to Marjanovic. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call.
And checking out the numbers for Curry. How he did last season. Averaged about 13 points per, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. And it's always nice to be able to bring a shooter like him off the bench.
Well, hard to win if you can't get points productivity, and that's what makes this guy valuable to that second unit.
And Noel kicks to Berea. Back to Noel. It's good. Great play set up by Berea. Berea's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Well, 6'11" Nerlens Noel so efficient down deep, working his magic thanks to that great size.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Marjanovic with a screen for Ulis. At the elbow, Green over Noel. That's it, and the Dallas lead is cut down to just 10 points with the bucket from Green.
80% shooting to start the third, 4 for 5.
And Jermichael Green, undrafted out of Alabama, played a few seasons in the D-League, Greg, but in his third season, a full-time starter in the league with Memphis.
And the Grizzlies like his ability to space the floor from that power forward position. It shows you where the game is going. Face-up skills and mobility coveted at that 4 spot.
Powell, he's checked in for the Mavericks. The Grizzlies also making a change. Weber's checked in.
Really crucial that Powell knocks down these mid-range jumpers. It allows some spacing for his teammates.
Weber kicks to Parsons. Green with a screen on Barnes. Parsons attacking, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Harrison Barnes picks one up. Doors with so many one-and-dones entering the NBA, do you think expectations are too high for these guys, especially from the fans?
I don't, Kevin. I think it depends on the talent that we're talking about. You know, I know Joel Embiid is a guy who didn't necessarily start right away, but when he was finally able to be healthy, it certainly didn't take him long to become a factor on the NBA level. No, I don't think the expectations are too high. I think these guys are accustomed to expectations, and frankly, their personal expectations are probably higher than ours.
I mean, look at the elite of these high school kids who have been playing like in front of big crowds on a big stage for so long. It's second nature to them, don't you think?
No doubt about it, Kevin.
Berea, no good.
He's cold from deep. 0 threes in the second half after hitting just 1 in the first.
Dishes it to Asha. He feeds it to Weber. Memphis moving that ball around. Crawford, no luck.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Berea kicks to Barnes. He dishes it to Powell. And the pass to Berea. Pocket 6. There's the 3. And the 3 ball is good. Powell's got 5 points in the quarter.
Listen, what we know is this guy is a good finisher, and Powell now trying to extend that range, make people respect him out beyond the arc.
Shoots from the line, and he didn't get quite enough under that one. Mavericks leading by 13. Berea kicks to Barnes. It's good. Great play set up by Berea. Barnes has got 6.
Yeah, just take the hit, maintain your focus. Nice scoring finish by Barnes.
Weber with a screen on Curry. The feed to Weber. Back to Crawford. Fires top of the key. Crawford with another miss. Looking at Dallas, they want to turn it around after the loss to Golden State.
Yeah, I thought they came in with an aggressive mindset. Just turns out it was too aggressive.
Right. They fouled way too much, and there's nothing wrong with being physical, but they overdid it in the last game.
Nowitzki with the screen on Green. And here's Barnes for three, but they recover it. Berea with a wide open look, drops in the tray. 12 points for him.
He hits one in the first half, another here. Not prolific, but the defense has to keep an eye on him.
Crawford is screen on Berea. Weber kicks to Green. Shot to stop the run. And another miss by Memphis.
Well, yeah, I mean, you want to give your offense a chance, and that possession didn't do it.
Not at all, Greg. I mean, no reason for him to be taking these kinds of shots. He has only himself to blame.
On the wing, Barnes. Covered by Parsons. From the baseline. And too long on the shot. The Grizzlies trail by 18. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Green inside. He's working on Nowitzki. From 17 feet out. Green missing again. Mavericks leading by 18. And Curry has it in the corner. Back to Barnes. Powell dishes to Nowitzki. Powell with the screen. Here's Curry. That's another one for him. His fifth in just 7 shots.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Weber, the pass to Crawford. Back to Weber. Parsons for three. Good, and Weber gets the assist. Weber's got 3 assists in the game.
Boy, when he's aggressive and willing to put the offense on his shoulders, Parsons can light you up.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. Doors for you in evaluating how good a player was over his career. You can look at analytics, statistics, whatever avenue you want to take. How important are the rings, the championships in that equation for you?
You know, I know there is some conversation that's saying if you don't have a ring, your career wasn't great. I would say this to you. Karl Malone and John Stockton are in no way diminished in terms of their Hall of Fame credentials simply because they lacked a ring. Sometimes it's the era within which you're operating. Michael Jordan was the greatest player of his generation. Some would say the greatest player of all time. I would say that Karl Malone and John Stockton, unfortunately, were at their peak, in the peak of maybe the greatest player, Michael Jordan. So in no way is someone like Patrick Ewing diminished in terms of his stature and greatness simply because the Knicks were never able to break through. I don't buy that argument.
You frame that so well.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Favors with the screen. In the corner, Powell with it. Here's Liggins. Millsap covering. Liggins, no good.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And Moore kicks to Thomas. There's a screen. Moore against Berea. Moore outside. From deep three-point range, the shot no good. And the Mavericks going the other way now. They led the game at 1 point by 20. To the paint. And Derek Favors with the slam.
Favors flying high on alley-oops. My goodness, how about the ups on that guy?
It was beautiful the first time, but Under Armour showing us the replay of that tremendous alley-oop again. Another Unleash Chaos moment. Here's Zeldin. 6 points for him. Thomas a screen. Off the screen. Off the left rim and out. Now the Mavericks with it. They're on a 16-7 run. Jackson dishes to Favors. Powell the pass to Liggins. Fires, high post. Ashik comes up with the rebound. Ashik's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Millsap kicks to Thomas. Moore passes to Zeldin. Outside Thomas. Outside Millsap. Good on the triple.
Shakes his man by using exceptional use of the screen. I mean, from there, it's smooth sailing.
Barea kicks to Liggins. The dish to Favors. Powell, the pass to Jackson. Back to Powell. Out to the right wing. Powell with the screen. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. And the Mavericks lead by 18.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Moore outside. Here's Zeldin. 6 points for him. Over Jackson. Here's Hushit. Now on the play, basket counts, so it'll be a three-point play chance.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
Nerlens Noel checks in for Dwight Powell. There's a screen by Noel. Barea with it. Now Thomas defending. Barea kicks to Favors. Good. Favors got 4 points now in the quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Ulis dishes to Thomas. Here's the screen. Thomas sets a screen for Ulis. And the bucket counts. 3-point chance here.
And you can bet they weren't expecting that kind of a flashy move out of him, but that spin worked to perfection.
Barnes, he's checked in for Jackson. The Grizzlies also making a change. Marjanovic checked in for Omer Asher. Favors with the screen. Here's Barnes. He's off on that one. The Grizzlies trail by 14. Zagorac passes to Ulis. Here's Zagorac. Thomas a screen on Barea. Pass to Marjanovic. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot two.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
This is his first free throw of the game. Both good from the line that time. Barea. That one misses. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. The Mavericks on top, up by 12. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. And let's listen to head coach Rick Carlisle review the game plan with it.
Right now it's winning time.
And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. The Grizzlies trail by 12. Favors is out there with Nerlens Noel. Then there's Harrison Barnes. Then there's DeAndre Liggins. And it's Barea in at point guard. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Shot clock at 6. Ulis kicks to Marjanovic. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Marjanovic has got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Grizzlies. There's a screen by Noel. Outside Favors. He kicks to Barnes. Right block shot. It's rebounded by Memphis. Pass to Zagorac. Feeds to Moore. Pass to Zagorac. Thomas kicks to Marjanovic. And stolen by Favors. And now in transition, it's Barnes. Here we go. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Boy, he has been cold for a while now.
Yeah, starting to look like it's taking its toll mentally. He doesn't look like himself.
Moore outside. And the pass to Zagorac. Just 5 to shoot. A floater. Good D by Barnes. Dallas leading by 10. To the middle. And Noel throws it down.
Oh, Kev, love the connection Noel has built with his teammates. Smart at knowing when to time that alley-oop.
Pass to Zagorac. Moore, left side. Kicks to Ulis. To the wing right side. Thomas a screen. Here's Zagorac. And another miss by Memphis. The Mavericks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. On the wing, Barnes. "18 feet away, and he knocks it down. And the Mavericks lead by 14.
Well, smart enough to know if there's going to be congestion in there when he's attacking. Barnes gets to that in-between game.
Dishes to Ulis. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. Doris, you look at Tyler Ulis, and people were surprised he lasted to the second round of the 2016 draft.
I think there were concerns about Tyler Ulis' size, right? This is an undersized point guard at 5'10", but you can't measure heart and his approach and knowledge of the game.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Seth Curry, he's checked in for Dallas. That one falls, so he hits both of them. We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. There's a screen by Noel. Correa dishes to Noel. Favors with a screen for Marjanovic. It's Curry outside, and it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Marjanovic with a screen for Crawford. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in.
I'll tell you, that's a graceful finish. Not just any old layup. The teardrop.
There's a screen by Noel. Outside Curry. He feeds it to Barnes. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel.
Yeah, another turnover. The guys on the whole, I think they've done a great job of running their offense without too many miscues.
The Grizzlies trail by 13. Now Ulis. It's deflected. Curry against Crawford. It's Curry with the drive. And there's Favors putting it right back in. Ulis with it. Pass to Marjanovic. It's rebounded by Dallas. Noel's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. They grab their own miss. Green with the block. For Memphis, they've gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Barnes against Parsons. Marjanovic, a screen on Barnes. Second shot opportunity. They grab their own miss.
I'll tell you, his inconsistency not helping their cause at all.
Curry with it. And Crawford picks him up defensively. And J.J. Barea the bucket on the assist by Curry. And the Mavericks lead by 17.
Well, face up and drill it. J.J. more of a scorer than a pure shooter, but looks good that time.
Now here's Marjanovic. Green with a screen on Noel. Green with a screen for Ulis. And the rejection by Noel.
We know Noel is a superb shot blocker. It may be his best attribute, Kevin.
Curry against Crawford. Curry kicks to Favors. He dishes it to Barnes. Over Parsons. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
I'll tell you, that's the lift that Barnes gets on that jump shot. Really difficult to contest that.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Marjanovic. And he can't bank that one in.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area. Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
There's a screen by Marjanovic. Doris, I've heard you talk often about instituting a play clock from the very beginnings of someone learning the game of basketball.
Kevin, I think this is absolutely critical to the future of the game of basketball here in the United States, because the Europeans right now, from the formative stages, from the youngest someone picks up the game of basketball, play under duress of the shot clock. And the reason that's important is you must be a three-tool player to play under duress of the shot clock, meaning you've got to be a triple threat. You've got to be able to pass it, dribble it, and shoot it. And to do that with the pressure of a shot clock leaning in on you from those earliest moments is significant. And I know I have the backing of guys like R.C. Buford and Rick Carlisle. They believe, more important than me, intelligent basketball people believe that in the United States, we must institute a shot clock from the time guys and young women pick up the game.
There's the feed to Noel. Barnes left side. Curry against Crawford. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
Shooting two, gentlemen.
Free throw good by Curry. Or as it seems like individual all-star and MVP voting is heavily influenced by how players' teams perform. Is that a good thing?
Well, I will say this, Kevin. I have a vote in some of the postseason awards. And if, in fact, I've got two players at the same position and I need some line of demarcation to separate one from another, a team's win-loss record may influence that. Now, you might say it's unfair, but sometimes the difference between a player making it and not making it is minuscule. I would say this to you, Kevin. I would like to see all-star teams go out to 15 players as opposed to 12. There are 3 teams, first, second, and third, all NBA. Why not have 15 guys on the all-star team?
Excellent idea. There's the screen. And the rejection by Marjanovic. Here's Crawford. Not going to go that time. Curry with some nice D. Now the dish to Barea. Nowitzki a screen. Launches it. It's good. Great play set up by Barea. And it's 13 points for Dirk Nowitzki.
And that's why Nowitzki, one of the best. His IQ in these situations, incredible.
Green with a screen on Barea. Ulis kicks to Crawford. And he comes off the screen to bury the jump shot.
Check out that assist. You can tell a player who's seeing the whole floor very well.
Feeds it to Noel. Now here's Barea. He's guarded closely. That one drops for him. Barea's got 9 points here in the second half.
I tell you, J.J. Barea has the ball on a string. Listen, we know he's got a diminutive size, but his movements on the dribble, that's a big man's game.
Here's Crawford. And no good. And it's Dallas the other way. And here's Barea. He kicks it to Noel. Inside, it's stolen by Green. Here's Crawford. Crawford with another miss. Dallas has gotten off to a great start from three-point range in the final quarter. They're a perfect 3 of 3. Barnes against Parsons. Barnes passes to Nowitzki. Nowitzki a screen. Just 5 to shoot. Over to the left wing. And Dallas again with the bucket.
Yeah, this is just Dirk doing work, right? When he gets his rhythm, unstoppable.
The Grizzlies shooting 43% for the game. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Green dishes to Parsons. Marjanovic is screen on Barnes. On the wing, Jamal Crawford. Over Curry. Crawford missing again. They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked. And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Mavericks.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
A very solid win indeed. And when you check out the box score, there were some great numbers for Nerlens Noel.
He did all the dirty work that they needed, clearing out space underneath and securing rebounds.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. A.J. Hammonds, he's checked in for Noel. Pat Connaughton comes in for Harrison Barnes. DeAndre Liggins, he's checked in for Seth Curry. And it's Evans in for J.J. Barea. And the basket by Liggins.
And giving the fans what they came to see, a spirited performance.
Yeah, it really was. They wanted this home win badly, and they went out and took it.
Marjanovic, a screen on Nowitzki. Here's Hill. Passes it to Marjanovic. The Mavericks pull it in. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Evans outside. The pass to Connaughton. They set the screen. Hammonds kicks to Nowitzki. It's stolen by Marjanovic. Here's Selden. So no problem for Dallas as they get the win. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but all right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.